toy culture reviews. We got the goods. Turtle Dad and Kaiju Kid, never misunderstood. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us once again. This is Turtle Dad,
Kaiju Kid,
and this is the Weekend Wrap. We're going to go ahead and go over a couple things. We're at a new location. We are now in the Kaiju Kid's room, and he's got his marvelous collection behind us. You can't see all of it, but you can see a lot of it back there. We got a couple of really cool items back there.
We're trying to fix up the display. They keep falling.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's unfortunate.
Well, it's a work in progress.
Yes.
It's gonna look nicer as time goes on. I hope. But really cool stuff on the shelves, and at some point later in the future we'll go through all of it and we'll show you all of it. But anyway, a couple things we want to say real quick is we want to thank again his uncle, my brother, for sending us until we get some bigger equipment, sending us these microphones. We actually wanted to use them for the podcast today, but these are little clip-on microphones. I guess the adapter that it comes with, I don't know if it's for older iPhones. It just doesn't work. So I got to look for a new adapter so we can use this. But thank you very much. We appreciate that. We also want to send a shout out to my uncle, his great uncle, I think that's what you call it, and aunt, for this little gift that they recently brought to the Kaiju Kid over here, Luke. He's got his own personalized backpack, so kind of cool. You can carry some stuff in there, and it glows in the dark too, so that's pretty cool. So we're gonna make this a quick show because unfortunately the Kaiju Kid over here
got allergies.
Has got major allergies and feeling really under the weather, and you can kind of tell not looking that great right now. So we're just gonna go through a couple things real quick, and hopefully you guys enjoy the show. Starting off, we got something we are selling. We're gonna keep the list short this week. Where's the? I have it. My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. So we are selling this Micro Machines. What is it? Star Wars.
The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens.
A Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer. So really cool figure. I know that what's the company?
Jazzwares.
Jazzwares is doing some similar type of figures.
Jazzwares Wicked Toys.
Okay.
But
they're doing some similar like Micro Machine type toys, but this is from way back when. So if you're looking for something, we got that going. We'll be putting that up on our eBay store. So let's go ahead and move on. We've got we're gonna talk toys. Mm-hmm. We're gonna start off with an announcement from McFarlane Toys. This is a wave that I'm excited about. I get excited about all of their waves, but it's usually only like one or two figures that I like. This time I want them all. I want the whole wave. And this is the Build a Bane wave that's coming out. It looks like it's figures from the Dark Knight Trilogy. We are getting Batman with the outfit that he had in the Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. So, he had that head swivel. Mm-hmm. And then Scarecrow,
Joker, Harvey Dent,
Two-Face.
And then our last one, which is what I like, Bane from the Dark Knight Trilogy. Yeah.
Bane. So we're going to get Bane. All right. Moving on. We have some stuff coming from Hasbro. Hasbro made some announcements about some Transformers. Take it away.
Okay, so our first one is Grimlock, and this is core class, so about 4 inch. And he is part of a Build-A-Figure. This time he's the leg, not the chest. Our next one, we have a Junkion called Crashbar. So I think Hasbro's now getting creative with their Junkions. So now this one is, believe 2 bikes submerged into one. So that's very cool that they're getting to be creative now. Mm-hmm. And then we have Crosscut, who's basically a repaint of Skit from the first wave of Legacy. So not much to say because I barely know who he is. Our next one is Shrapnel. Hold on. Shrapnel. He is part of the Insecticons, so he's an insect basically. He's a beetle. Okay. So our next one we have from the animated universe, and this is what I've been wanting. This is Prowl. So Prowl is a police car, but in this one, he's a motorcycle.
Motorcycle version of Prowl. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that one from the animated series. This one I saw, and he's bulky, right? He's
so he
beefier.
can look like he's from G1.
Okay. I don't know. I still kind of like the slim look of the other one, but
he's like a ninja.
Yeah.
Then we have Metal Hawk, who I believe that they remodeled him after their what is it called? Where you have to if you pay enough money, they'll actually make it to a real figure. No, HasLab. There we go.
Oh, HasLab.
So
okay.
he's reused from a HasLab, but they retooling it a lot.
Okay.
Our next one, so Blaster is Boombox. He's an Autobot Boombox, so he's the good guy version of Soundwave, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So Shockwave made a clone of him, and the clone ended up turning into an Autobot, not a Decepticon. Right. So his name is Twin Twister. Very cool. Our next one is Sky Twist from the Prime Universe. So the Prime Universe, that's like CGI animation. That's I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. He is a Predacon, I believe, or he's not a Decepticon. He's higher than a Decepticon. That's all I know. I haven't watched the show in a very long time. Then I just realized that's it. I was explaining. But yeah, so that is wave 3 of Legacy.
Okay. All right.
Very awesome.
Awesome. Okay, great. So now let's go ahead and talk about some movies, TV shows. We have to talk about a huge announcement that was made. I almost said Kevin Feige. I almost said Kevin Feige made a huge announcement. It wasn't Kevin Feige. It's James Gunn. James Gunn, as we know, is now the CEO of.
He's Kevin Feige.
He's Kevin, yes, of the DC universe. Very good. Thank you. I think that's why I was thinking Kevin Feige. But he is now gone over to DC, and he made a huge announcement. Something we've been waiting for. We wanted to find out what he's planning to do, and now we know. It looks like with Shazam: Fury of the Gods coming out, I believe, in March, and then the Flash movie, I believe, coming out in June. We are going to get a reboot of the DCU. So all of the characters, the way their storylines and everything that's been built up is going to get rebooted. How rebooted remains to be seen. We know that Henry Cavill, unfortunately, will not be returning as Superman. They're going to take Superman in a new direction. There are other couple characters that aren't going to be coming back either. But we hope to see some of them come back in different forms or in different characters.
Other universe.
They're going to do, James Gunn explained that they're going to do an extended universe. So it was also announced that the Batman is going to get a part 2. And that is not getting rebooted. That character is not getting rebooted. The Batman is going to exist in an extended universe. So the way that they're going to explain it is basically there are going to be multiple universes, and the Batman is going to exist in a separate universe from the rest of the new DCU that's going to be built. So that's why they can continue making that movie. I believe the Joker is also going to be the same thing. It's going to be an extended DC universe type character. I kind of wish they would have done that with the characters that we've been watching for the last few years. Made them just part of an extended universe and allowed them to continue those stories. But, you know, we're not the boss. They're making their decisions on how they want to take these movies forward. It looks like the next movies that we're getting they're going to be coming out over a period of about 10 years. And that's just the beginning of the new DCU. If this all works out, if it pans out, then it looks like we're going to get, more movies down the line. But we are, Blue Beetle, which I'm excited about, is still coming out. So I'm looking forward to seeing that movie. All Latino cast. I'm excited about just that character. I've always liked the Blue Beetle. And the fact that they're going to do a live action movie is awesome. But it looks like James Gunn announced that we're going to get a Waller. I guess it's going to be a TV show, like Amanda Waller, like an origin story for her coming out in the future. I don't know if it's going to be a TV show or a movie, but that's going to be one announcement. Then the next thing that apparently is going to come out is going to be Superman Legacy. Basically a story of where Superman, kind of like a younger version of Superman, he's going to be balancing, trying to figure out how to balance his Kryptonian side with his human, human Earth side. I guess kind of dealing with some of the inconsistencies between both sides, something like that. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited about Booster Gold. Booster Gold, I always thought was a funny character, a really likable character. He's kind of a punk. He's really a loser in the future. And he decides, well, the only way that I can be a somebody is I take all of our technology of the future and go back in time and use my technology to be a superhero. And he does that. And from everything that I've seen, everything goes wrong for him because he thinks that it's just that simple being a hero. And the technology is really only part of it. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a TV show, but I guess it might be a movie. I don't know, something like that. So I'm excited to see what happens. And if they put, some of those other characters together in that build that universe, that'd be great. We're going to be getting a Green Lantern TV show. It's going to be called Lanterns. It's kind of like, I guess it's like a cop type show where they're going to be investigating stuff, but out in the universes, different multi universes that they have.
Lobo would be in there.
Oh my God, that would be great if Lobo came out in there. And then he could cross over to a Superman movie or something. I don't know. That'd be great.
And something I was kind of hoping for. I know that the Green Lantern movie didn't do that well, but if they could bring Ryan Reynolds back, like from
cool.
he teleported,
that would be cool. Like
he just our new Green Lantern, that would be cool.
Even if they did it as a joke, like Hal is about to get, or not Hal, but Ryan Reynolds is about to get the ring, and they go, no, not him, and then they give it. Something that'd be hilarious. They're gonna do. James Gunn is really excited about this. They're gonna do a movie based on the characters from The Authority. Now, I don't know too much about these characters. I understand that they're from the Wildstorm universe. The only thing I know about Wildstorm was that a fraction of that was Wildcats, and Wildcats was a cartoon that I watched when I was a kid that I loved, and my favorite character from that show was Maul. So when I found that out, I thought, oh my God, that'd be great. I'm finally going to see Maul in a live action movie, but I guess that's not going to happen. That's really not what they're going for. But it looks like it might be interesting. We'll see how they, which direction they go in. I'm assuming it's kind of like the Authority is kind of like Watchmen. They kind of take justice into their own hands. It's going to be interesting how that all plays out. Next, I guess we're getting Batman, the Brave and the Bold, and this is going to be a father-son story. It's going to be Batman, Damian. Damian is going to be the Robin in this one, and it's going to be Bruce trying to figure out how to deal with Damian, how to bring him up, how to make sure, because Damian is an assassin. So when he wants to be Robin, he wants to kill people as punishment, and Batman has to tell him, we don't kill, that's not what we do. And so he's got to kind of, that kind of friction is going to exist between the two of them. If you've seen it in the cartoon, if you've seen it in the comics, it's great, that dynamic between the two of them. Because you think Batman is tough, but Damian is just takes
ruthless.
It over. Yeah, he's ruthless.
It's funny because Batman looks so scary, but really he doesn't want to kill people. That would surprise you. If you were a criminal, you were trying to rob a place, Batman comes, you're like, great, I'm gonna die today, and all he does is just knock you out.
See, and that's the part that I thought about for a while, and I think that would still be scary, because think about it. If you're going to die, you're going to die. You're not going to feel anything. But Batman's going to break every bone in your hand or your arm, and you're going to feel pain for a long time. So it might be scarier to deal with a guy who doesn't want to kill you, but he is going to hurt you, and you're going to feel it for a while. So it's going to be interesting to see how he balances that with trying to teach Damian, like, we don't kill. And Damian's like, but you practically, I'm being more merciful by killing them. You're hurting the guy, so he can't walk anymore for the rest of his life. So there's going to be an interesting dynamic there, and it's going to be interesting to see what other characters. I believe they're going to bring in. If they're talking about Damian, they have to talk about, well, obviously Bruce had another Robin. They got to bring in Nightwing. So I'm hoping we're going to see Nightwing in this movie. And I have a friend who also I have to thank as well. He also donated. We have a GoFundMe account set up. He donated for some equipment. So we're thank you very much, Oscar, our friend. His son's name is Damien. I know Oscar is excited for this movie to take his son to go see it. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait a few years. but I think it's going to be.
I think we should watch it with him together.
Yeah, I think you know what I like that idea. Oscar, don't go see this movie without us. We're going to see it together, and of course we have to buy some toys before we go see it because you know how I like to watch movies. Next, we're gonna get Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and this one I think is interesting because I love the Supergirl movie from the '80s. I think it's kind of sweet, but it's also I liked what they did with the character. I love the TV show. The TV show was great. This one is going to be interesting because it's going to be taking the stance of Kara, who Superman grew up as a human and he grew up with love. And in this story, as I understand it, the way they're going to tell it is Kara grew up with everybody that she loved being torn from her, being killed. And so she is going to take a very warrior stance to everything. It's going to be difficult for her to soften herself to have mercy. Mercy for people. Yeah, things like that. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. We're also going to be getting a Swamp Thing movie, which I'm excited about. I love the Swamp Thing movie from the early 90s. I showed you a little bit of it. I don't think we saw the whole movie. But I used to...
trailer.
Oh, did I show you the trailer? I didn't show you the movie. Wow, I see. Now I got to show him the movie.
Well, you showed me a trailer for the movie.
For the movie, okay.
He looked like he was like gorilla-like.
Yeah, because he's a big beast.
When I look at him, I think, hey, that's Mossman from Masters of the... Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
They should
you'll I think you'll enjoy it. And I liked the cartoon of Swamp Thing from the early 90s. So the TV show also that recently came out, I thought was good. I didn't see all the episodes. I still had to finish it. I can still find. I think it's still on
Prime Video.
Either Prime Video or it's got to be HBO Max or something. But I'm looking forward to this one as well. And then lastly, we're getting Paradise Lost, which is basically all the Amazons on Paradise Island where Wonder Woman's from. I don't know if I'm pretty sure Wonder Woman's going to make an appearance in this one, or it's going to be a movie about her. But basically, it's from what I understand, they're going to be taking like the kind of the Game of Thrones approach to how things are done on the island. Now, James Gunn did say that some of the movies are going to be, or they're going to contain some mature material. They're not all going to be made for kids. Some of them are very much going to be geared towards kids. So we're going to have to wait and see what we get in this universe. But still, it's exciting. I want to see what's going to happen. I'm a little disappointed. I'm actually hopeful that maybe at some point, maybe Warner Brothers, maybe the DC movie people will decide to give off the Zack Snyder version of the movies off to Netflix and allow Netflix to continue those storylines. Because honestly, with Zack Snyder's Justice League, we got to see Darkseid, but we didn't get to see the next step of what happens in that story. And I would love to see it.
I want to see more of Darkseid. Because from the Justice League show, when I looked at him, I'm like, oh, he's scarier than Thanos. He's really powerful. Yeah. And in Zack Snyder's cut, they made him even more scarier. Because it's a cartoon. He's not that scary. Mm-hmm. You bring him into real life. Yeah. He is scary looking. I'd rather fight Thanos than fight Darkseid.
And I think, and I've said this I think multiple times on Twitter, but I really enjoy. There's a cut from I think the last episode of Justice League Unlimited where Superman and Darkseid fight, and there's this one thing that Superman says. He says he always has to walk around, like if he's living in a world of cardboard. He has to be real careful with his power so he doesn't hurt somebody or kill somebody by doing something, whether it's super strength, super speed, whatever the case may be. So he doesn't use his full potential when he's fighting somebody. When he fights Darkseid, he knows that Darkseid is strong enough to take it. So he can hit him with his full force and show him how powerful he really is. I love that clip. I post it all the time. So I'm hoping we'll get that sometime in the future. Okay. Other things that we've seen. We got, like I said already, we talked about the confirmation of Batman 2. We're going to get that. We saw the trailer for The Mandalorian. Season 3.
I want to see that because there's a lot more Mandalorians in this one. Yes. From the looks of it, I know that Lego did a 4-pack. And those Mandalorians look like they're gonna be in the show. So maybe Lego was hinting that season 3 is gonna have a bunch of Mandalorians.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
That's gonna be really cool. So we'll see. And then we just saw
Terror Mechagodzilla.
Terror of Mechagodzilla. We were watching it. I put it on. I hadn't seen the movie since I was a kid. And I think because I was a kid, I just didn't pick up on the fact there's an actual love story in this movie. I never got that. I think I have to go back and watch all the Godzilla movies to find out if there's things that I really didn't catch. Obviously, there's going to be things that I didn't catch when I was a kid, but it was pretty cool. It was kind of interesting. It
was the last movie of the show era, like 60s, 50s, 54 to I think 73. So it was the last one, and I think they nailed it.
Yeah, it was I guess a good ending. I enjoyed the parts where they bring back Godzilla and those classic sounds, the sound effects, the music obviously, but the classic sound effects of Godzilla when he screams and stuff. Awesome. Okay, we are going to talk about nerd books and stuff. I haven't read any more comics. I have to go pick up some new ones, but I did see online that it was announced that I guess we're getting a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday morning adventures continued. So it looks like I'm guessing it's based off of the TV show, cartoon show that ended in the early 90s, based that was on for 10 years since 87. So it was a cartoon show that I watched as a kid. So I guess these comic stories are going to be based off of those characters going forward. It looks fun. We'll see what comes out of it. And then
I think I have to say that my favorite team of villains that ever showed up in that show was the Rogues. Because the Rogues, because it was an ant, it was a what was Scumbug? What is he? A cockroach?
That's a cockroach, right?
A cockroach, a robot, another robot, and Rat King.
Yeah.
So I think that was an awesome
team.
A
cool, awesome team. They could make some really scary stories with that, because I don't want a giant cockroach walking around.
Terminator cockroach.
Exactly, Terminator cockroach. Exactly that was a good version. The last thing I want to talk about is, yes, we do have a GoFundMe. I'll post the information somewhere here or somewhere here or somewhere up here. I don't know how I'm gonna edit the video. Anyway, if you want to help us get some equipment, really want to get some equipment for like some microphones and stuff, so you can hear us a little bit better. I'll pick up some sounds of like when I'm swallowing. No. Just, so you can hear us a little bit better. We're looking to get some equipment. So I'll go ahead and post the information on the GoFundMe. To those who have already donated, thank you very much. If you are unable to donate, not a problem. Just like and share these videos and subscribe and join us. We're going to try to do these videos once a week on Sundays. Kind of wrap up what's happened during the week and hopefully get them out as quickly as possible so that you can watch them, you can enjoy them. And then later down the line, hopefully we'll be able to do a live event and maybe get some people to, interact with us. We'll see. What's our word for the day? What should our word be? DC? Okay. So we're going to say peace. We're going to say love and DC. DC. Okay. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you soon.